back with the duos, back with the podcast, back with the movies, back with the games, back with the comics, back with the monkeys, back with the money, back with the advertising, back with the action, back with the
What's going on? Catch us on Wylion Mofo, Real Dumb Shit, and Redacted Shunt for the Twitter. On YouTube and on Facebook it's Official Wylion. Instagram is Wylion Official, and Mixcloud is Wylion RDS for all that dumb shit.
Must you? Must you?
I have to, bro.
The McLean and Zeus on podcast in the back. What's going on, people? My name is Redacted. His name is
Shunt.
What's happening, bro?
Not much, man. Enjoying my libation.
Yeah, we all heard it.
It's good.
It's not good for the ears, bro.
Yeah, I mean, if there is a way of actually copyrighting a drink and having it sort of like loaded into your brand, I reckon rum and apple juice is my shit, bro. A certain type of rum. I'm not dropping names.
You didn't invent it.
I didn't invent it, but
Then you can't copyright it.
Yeah, but you can coin stuff after it's been copywritten. Just make it your own.
Nah.
Yeah, you can.
Nah.
Like a rum and coke or rum and rum or...
Nah.
Yeah, rum and rum. Be good.
Coke will sue you.
Yeah?
Coke will sue you.
No. If you use a Coca-Cola and a specific type of brand.
No, a cola.
A
Coca-Cola is Coke.
No.
Yeah.
It's a brand of cola.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm pretty sure there's...
Which you can't use, so it'd be a cola.
Okay, fair enough. So Coke is done by Coca-Cola. Yeah.
What?
Coke is done by Coca-Cola.
Coke is Coca-Cola, yeah.
It's Coca-Cola company, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, just talk about something else. It's dumb to not talk about dumb shit on Real Dumb Shit. It's the reason why we don't do serious subjects like Brexit and the economical factors of living in the UK post
fuck that shit.
Theresa May stuff.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck it. So, big things have happened this week, haven't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, before that.
Oh yeah, defo.
Before that, we have a little thing I like to call the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer.
That's way too early. We need to build up to that. It's not cool just to jump onto something that hateful.
That's all that was. It's not all that's there, but like it's whatever. Alright, fine.
I mean, like the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer. It's...
Nah, we'll save it if you want to save it.
Nah, I mean, I definitely will, but it's like...
Then save it.
There's too much. There's too much on that one. Like,
Suicide Squad.
Which one? Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah, fair enough. When is it set now? Because apparently Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is set for next year. Early next year.
What, to film?
Yeah.
Nah, can't be right.
He's right.
Nah.
Yeah.
Then they must be doing Suicide Squad this year.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's either that or Suicide Squad 2 has been put on hiatus.
Yeah, so Dave Dismorchin.
Yeah. I'm going to assume that everyone else knows who that is.
Of course, everyone knows.
Okay, give me an example. What has he been in?
He's an up and coming that guy. Like,
What has he been in?
You know when you watch something and you say like, "There's that guy." There he goes. There's that dude.
Name me one thing that he's been in it.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Yeah.
He's also been in Gotham. He's also been in. He's in The Dark Knight.
Is he the Asian-looking dude?
No.
Is
What
he
Asian-looking dude?
Asian-looking dude? The guy that was in.
What, Michael Pena? No, he's
No. He's Latin. I know the difference.
What are you saying? What Asian dude?
The Asian dude that's in Mr. Robot. He plays that transgender one.
Did I say Mr. Robot?
No, I'm just saying that's the guy.
Yeah, but why?
I thought it was.
Why would that be your go-to example?
No, because he's in a lot of films
Well, I
that
told
play
you.
in little bit parts.
Was he in any of the films I just said?
Yeah, he was.
Who's he in that man?
He's the Asian looking dude.
Who's he in Dark Knight?
He's the Asian looking dude.
Who's he in Gotham?
He's the Asian looking dude. Actually, no, he's Hugo Strange. That's who he's in that. I think. Not too sure.
BB1.
Yeah, BB1, yeah. That's him.
No, he's not fucking BB1.
Fair enough.
BB1 is not in Ant-Man.
I'm pretty sure he is.
He's not.
He is.
He's not.
Yes.
Who is he in Ant-Man?
The Asian looking dude.
He's not in Ant-Man.
He is.
No, he's not.
I'm pretty sure.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. You need to watch it again. I'm pretty sure he's
No,
in it.
I'm not wrong.
Well, if he is in it, he's the Asian looking dude. That's the thing. Like, because he is so... I mean, he has got charisma, but he hasn't got enough charisma to hold my attention for a whole film or TV series.
Well, that's why he's that guy.
That's what I'm saying. But he's not that guy that you're talking about.
No, he's not.
So which guy are you talking about?
What I told you is Dave the Smallchin, not fucking BB1.
Dave Desportian, and you've only given me, what, 4 very vague 6 Shades of Kevin Bacon style films. You need to give me something where he plays some form of...
Ant-Man. He's one of his psychics.
Is it T.I.?
Yeah, he's T.I. He's T.I.'s friend.
T.I.'s friend.
He's the other guy.
That's what I'm saying. I know Michael Pena.
Yeah.
I know
T.I.
T.I.
And the other guy.
I don't really... I couldn't tell you what the other guy does.
He's the one that always be like, he's Baba Yaga.
Bobby, what, is he in John Wick as well?
No, but he's like talking about Baba Yaga
In which film?
in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Nah, it's not ringing any bells. Wait, is he like the overweight Jewish guy? Sweaty.
Overweight Jewish guy.
I don't know. I got that.
There's
Image.
no overweight Jewish guy in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
He's joining the ranks of the Suicide Squad, and he's gonna be.
That Asian guy.
He's not fucking Asian.
Then what is he?
American.
Okay, cool. I'll take your word for it.
White American. I don't know.
Okay, great. What else?
Wherever the small chins come from, I don't know.
This is boring me, Mr. Redacted.
Yeah, because you don't know nothing, motherfucker.
No, because it's Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah.
The only thing that you should say about Suicide Squad 2 is that James Gunn is running the show, and on top of that...
Yeah, he's running the show, and he's got Dave the Small Chin on board.
And I don't know who the fuck Dave Smallchin... Like, you say, like, if you said somebody like Bruce Willis, or a name that I gave a fuck about, fair enough. I'm not saying that this guy hasn't done a body of work that is, you know, super crazy and all that stuff, because it's obviously not memorable, because I can't fucking remember the guy.
You can't remember any guys, though.
No. I remember things
fair.
of importance.
To be fair, you don't remember much.
Dave the Smallchin. You might as well have said fucking Sonic the Hedgehog, bro. Like, for example, Sonic the Hedgehog, I don't know who plays it, but I'm already angry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen the trailer, I'm livid.
Anyway,
But
Dave
yeah,
the Small Chin,
Dave the Smallchin.
Suicide Squad,
Yeah,
Polka Dot Man.
great for him. Great for him. I hope he gets killed in the first 2 seconds, so I don't have to fucking talk about him
You
anymore.
want to see his polka dot skills.
What is a polka dot man?
Polka Dot Man, he has like spots all over his suit, and they turn into weapons.
What, like shurikens?
Whatever, like, I don't know.
So a man in a Velcro suit with hardened plastic
who said it's
is on the
Velcro?
team.
Who said it's
That's all
Velcro?
that's coming up in my head, bruv.
Who said it's wrong?
Velcro suit, or it's either that or it's got to be water-based friggin' stick-on transfers. Fucking
Oh,
polka
you
dot
mean
man.
polka dots.
Yeah, fucking pointless, bruv. At least have them like do some form of like hickory dickory dock style magic, you know, like something like that.
What are you talking about?
You know, like he flings it on the wall, he's then able to throw another one on another wall, puts his hand through one side and comes out the other.
No, that's the spot.
That's what I'm saying, the spot, that's good. Polka dot man, fuck him.
Nah, fuck you, bruv. Like,
What can he do?
I just told you.
What? It just rips off spots.
And they have buzzsaws and knives and all kinds of mad things.
You never said that. You just said rips off spots.
I did.
So what? The things turn into buzzsaws, chainsaws, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds pointless.
You sound pointless, bro.
Whatever, brevs.
You sound pointless.
Whatever. Right, next subject.
Dark Phoenix.
Yo, so you're looking to raise your blood pressure, yeah?
Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Well, I avoided speaking for it because it's the one film that no one gives a fuck about. AKA, I'm going to call your side of the show now.
What?
Your 10 episodes.
What?
Shit motherfuckers don't want to talk about. Ever.
That's not true.
So far it's true. The first two things, like in a moment, like people are going to be talking about.
Love Dave Disfortune.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They don't.
You're the only person that doesn't know who he is.
I don't care for him.
Well, that's your downfall, bro.
It's not. Dave's Disfortune.
Your misfortune.
Oh, no, bro. No. Anyway, so what's the other one?
Dark Phoenix.
Dark
So
Phoenix.
apparently, when they did their reshoots, they were gonna have like the big climax was gonna be a scene in space.
Mhm.
They ditched that in favor of a train. They switched out space for a train.
See, this is sort of shit I will not cover in my side of the shows. It's pointless, bruv. I mean, fair enough, that's dumb.
Exactly.
I get it, and it's shit.
Yes, thank you very much.
It's dumb shit,
Thank you very much.
but
You're welcome.
it's
You're welcome.
generic, bland, cardboard dumb shit. It's like one of those dumb shits. It's like the shit you take before you have a diarrhea. You know what's coming, but you're just having a normal shit, and it's dumb because your belly is curdling, and you know for a fact nothing else after that's going to be solid. It's not, your whole stomach's unstable, and then you get free nuggets. That's what dumb shit is, bruv.
Too much information, bro.
It's the splosh to the splish, as it were. I guess.
Well,
Bruv.
the fact that you don't no comments on.
Huh?
You have no comments for like
What, Tom, whatever?
Tom. Who's Tom?
Dave. That guy you was talking about before. See, I've already forgotten his name.
What, Dave? We not finished talking about Dave Disfortune.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, exactly. You're talking about Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix, the one thing I was trying to avoid for the whole
Why?
episode is because it's shit, bruv.
You don't know. This
It
film
is.
could be amazing.
No, you're the one that got riled up and said it's going to be so
Could be.
shit. And you said this and New Mutants is not coming out ever. And then when this one started to come out, you thought, oh, for fuck's sake, this thing's coming out.
No. I knew
Off mic,
I knew this
you're
would
like,
come out. I knew
off
this would
mic,
come
you're
out.
like, fuck this film. And then on mic, you're like, blah, blah, blah. So my suspicion
I knew
is
this
that
film
you
would
started
come
to talk to some chick that's really into Sophie Turner because this whole Game of Thrones hype, which Game of Thrones episode 3, which is what just been released this week, is fucking amazing and she's a great actress. However, I do not give a fuck about the Dark Phoenix and that X-Men universe that Fox created.
Well, there's a lot to unpack in that. So first of all, I said this film is coming.
All of the actors in the X-Men films are top-notch actors. This should be a no-brainer. But it's just the whole concept of what they created as a fucking storyline that makes it near enough impossible and angering to watch.
This has the potential to be
The next Logan.
the best X-Men movie ever made.
Why have you changed your tone?
What do you mean? why
Who's
am I
got in your
changing
ear?
my
Are you getting sponsored by Fox, bruv? Or Fox Disney? And somebody approached you, bruv. Somebody approached you.
tone? No.
Lies.
No, of course not.
Lies.
Of course not.
I could play footage from 2 weeks back. 2 weeks, not even like 1 week back. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the thing where you're just absolutely ripping into Fox. Because that's the one thing that used to get you angry. And all of a sudden, you're like, oh, this is potentially the best ever X-Men film ever made.
Yeah, potentially. This could be the best film.
You know why? Because it's the last one and it's a relief. That's
No.
that's the fucking real
It's 'cause
reason.
it's the last one, and everyone has decided to hit it out the park.
Fucking lies. You know, right, what park are we talking about, bruv? Are we talking about a baseball park, which is like several meters? Or is it just past the swings, bruv? Is that out of the park? Yeah?
I'm talking about
I mean, out of the play area, yeah? So out of the remit of acceptability. Yeah? That's where you're hitting it. That's where you're hitting it.
Out of the... I don't know. Wait, which one was the bigger one?
The fucking baseball field, bruv.
Yeah, it's out of those. Out one of those. I'm English. I don't know baseball, bruv.
Alright, imagine cricket, but bigger. That's what baseball is.
Yeah, out of one of those. They're going to hit out the park, bruv.
No. This one is like...
They're going to hit it so far out the park it's going to go into another park.
You know what it is? It's like somebody is playing like cricket against the railings, and then they're just going to move out of the way and it's going to go through the railings. That's out of the park. Fair enough. It's not going to be it doesn't... I mean, this is the thing, like, it's like shooting fish in a barrel when it comes to X-Men. Like, X-Men is already a rich story that everybody knows and loves.
Loaded.
Huh?
Everyone's on the plate. Ball's going out the park, everyone's going to get a home run.
Lies. Next subject, bruv. This is boring me. Again. I mean, I'm trying to help you out, Redacted.
You're not.
I am, bro.
Being very difficult.
Let's just talk about the things that people care about, which is what Endgame and Game of Thrones. That's it, bruv.
Salem's Lot.
What about Salem's Lot?
Yeah, like that.
What is it, a film?
It's going to be a film.
Again? Just after Pet Sematary?
Salem's Lot's better.
It's better, but it's just after another remake. Do we need another Stephen King remake, or do we need some of the other shit that he's written that we've not seen on film yet?
Like what?
Anything else?
Maybe. But yeah, James Wan is producing.
James Wan, who done a Star Trek. No, he done Fast and Furious, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, it's gonna suck balls, bruv.
He done other stuff.
Has he done anything with vampires before?
He done something with Aquaman.
Wash out, bruv. Wash out.
Done The Conjuring.
You're not impressing me. None of these films, I do not... I mean, actually, The Conjuring was interesting. Was it amazing? No. I've seen better horror films. Point blank. Annabelle, I've seen better horror films. Oh, it's a scary old doll. Oh my god, oh, I'm so scared. Puppet Master was 10 times better. That gave me more nightmares, and it's still in my memory.
It's because you was like 5 when you saw it. That don't count.
It's still fucking scary now, bro.
Nah.
I could show the same shit to a 5-year-old and then like put one of those dolls or those puppets on my window ledge, and that kid will be fucking out of his mind.
Puppets are scary by themselves.
Exactly. Whereas Annabelle just looks like a really dirty doll. It just looks like it needs to be washed.
It doesn't need to be washed.
It's just, it's just badly kept.
Yeah, Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot, big vampires with big teeth, and set in a sort of town of Maine where they feast upon some of the chickens and regular people that come in and visit.
Vampires are back.
They're not, bruv.
Morbius.
Vampires.
Lest we forget Morbius.
Vampires is at the moment like it's not. The scene hasn't been set.
Between Morbius,
we just got back off of zombies, like so it's.
So it's vampires' turn again.
Yeah.
Between Morbius and Salem's Lot, vampires are back. They're back on top.
No. I think the only thing that's gonna erupt from that era, or I mean, like if we're using Hammer horror standards, and monsters and all that. You can't do Wolfman, you can't do Frankenstein. It's all shit now at the moment. It's just turned to shit when they said, oh no, abandon ship, the Dark Universe isn't working. No.
Yeah, because it wasn't working.
And now you got these vampire films. I mean, I enjoyed The Strain for a little bit. The last season was mediocre. And that's the problem with vampires. Once you tick all the boxes, like Lost Boys was like a great film up until I saw Lost Boys 2, Lost Boys 3, and then I just became disgusted with myself. Yeah, Monster Squad should be remade. I reckon that would be good, because at the moment one of them on their own isn't a threat, or one style of monster isn't a threat. A whole bunch of them is.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
It's just not, bruv.
Of course it is.
I mean, I've gotten to the point where...
You don't want to wake up with a Dracula in your bed.
Yeah, but why am I going to be more petrified? If Dracula is like trying to seduce me into opening up the window so he can come in, or am I going to be more petrified to see, I don't know, a bunch of them, like the Mummy and all that shit, all at once? Like, what the fuck do you guys want, bruv? You're going to fuck me up, you know what I mean? It's like a gang, bruv. Versus a gang of things that, like, for example, you may have garlic, but do you have a silver bullet? Do you have, you know, these preparations?
Yeah, but that could happen with one.
No. With one, like, you know, you can find a way.
Turns up, that might happen.
Yeah, but, you know,
Like, oh,
with Dracula, you have time to prepare, bruv. I'll stay in the house and order from Amazon, bruv. Dracula's fucked now. Like, same thing with, like basically, if you didn't, you have to leave your house.
He's still got the seduction technique. It's not about just staying in your house.
Just closing my blinds.
It's about trying to avoid the seduction.
The only one that will be peak will be the werewolf one. With the werewolf one, you have to deal with there and then. Like, you don't have to abide by the same rules of Dracula. You just jump into your yard and just maul you to death. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna have to have silver and, you know, a lot of it, perhaps fashioned into a sword or a gun bullet or something. Like, werewolves are more of an immediate threat. But then saying that, if I was in a world where werewolves were about, I would have some form of, like, maybe silver mace or something like that. You'll prepare for it. However, if all of them turned up at once, it's peak, bro.
Maybe.
So a small village.
If you stay in the house, you try and stay in the house, then Dracula's going to try to seduce someone you love.
What? Within the Amazon delivery time?
Yeah.
Ah, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's harder for Dracula. Like, if you was to set Dracula in a modern setting, there's too many distractions, bruv. Even now, you're on your phone, bruv. You'd be like, I want to suck your blood. They'd be like, yeah, whatever, bruv.
It's my notes, bruv.
Yes, your notes. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the common person hasn't got the attention span to be seduced by Dracula at the moment. I've got my own problems, mate. I'm sorry, I ain't got no change. That's what you'll say to Dracula right now.
That's what makes it easier.
That's
what makes it easier.
But the distraction from social media.
Yeah.
So social media versus Dracula.
Just a distraction from your life. It's just like you'll be looking over at Dracula and you'll be like, the grass is greener.
Alright, is Dracula gonna go?
Dracula can offer you that better life.
I'll be honest with you.
Wait. Dracula's gonna offer you that better life where you don't have to work. You're not gonna have to worry about no shits.
Bruv, I'll be honest with you right now.
Dracula's paying your bills for
you,
bruv.
The only thing Dracula in this day and age is gonna be pulling is overweight people, bruv. That's it. You ain't gonna be none of those skinny, frail bitches like it used to be in the films.
Why not?
It's just gonna be straight up people that are obese, bruv.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
You know why?
Yeah, why?
Because with regards to the distraction element of things, those pretty ladies that are in those sort of like films where Dracula's seducing these sort of like, you know, young, feral, blah blah blah.
They want to get seduced the most.
No,
they're gonna be the first ones to go.
They're on
bruv.
Instagram,
They're
bro.
gonna be the first ones to
They
go.
are on Instagram.
Exactly.
They are fully distracted.
Bruv, what are they doing on
fully
Instagram?
protected.
What are they doing on Instagram? Trying to get the attention of people. What's Dracula gonna give them? Attention.
So
boom, seduction, bruv.
So you're gonna say that Dracula is just gonna be on Instagram liking all these girls' photos?
No, he's gonna be turning up on the doorstep.
Nah, Dracula's gonna have to turn up on his own Instagram. This is the fucked up thing.
No.
Yes, and the worst thing about it is that he can't take photos.
No,
and he has got a reflection.
Bruv, those girls on Instagram are not looking at other people's.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
They are.
They're not.
They are, bro.
They're not. They ain't got time for that shit. They're doing their poses for their
own
Instagram.
It's either that or Dracula's gonna have to invent some form of like inspirational quotes fucking thing.
He might have some of those.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
Exactly. But instead of posting them on Instagram, he's doing them in your ear, bro.
Nah,
he's saying that shit through the window.
In order for Dracula to be successful
he's hollering that shit through
he
the
has
letterbox,
to.
bro.
He has to post it on the like. He always got time for someone that's yelling at the music's blaring and shit.
Bro, these girls are not watching Instagram. They are not.
They are, bro.
No, they're not.
They are.
They're not.
All these superficial, very, very extremely attractive women.
Yeah.
They start on Instagram. Fair enough, like, if you're in their social circle, fair enough, you may well get a word in a couple times. But, ultimately, if you're a random bloodsucker like Dracula, you ain't got a fucking hope in hell, bro.
Hey, he's got a better hope than any of us.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
He hasn't. Not now. Back in the 70s, where there was no like distractions, he could run shit, bruv. But right now, it's all about how much you got and who you got and blah 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 and your likes on Instagram and etc. Like etc. Like that's a horrible fact.
I disagree. I don't think.
But I mean, like, in order for him to get in your house, that's a next long thing. Like no girl at this day and age is just gonna let a random stranger in their house. I believe. Anyway.
They will once he turns on the seduction.
Please, I'll rub your feet. Actually, I've got a fucked up thing about feet.
Hey, hey.
What's your this is a controversial question, by the way. I was having a conversation with a couple of people outside the establishment in which I work, and one of the things that came up is, would you suck toes or would you have your toes sucked?
What, one or the other?
Yeah, one or the other.
Country head, country balls.
Exactly. Let's be real. Like, I mean, like, because me, it was like, it wasn't a case of like if you're in a relationship, this is my answer. If you're in a relationship and you're experimenting with different things and pieces and all that stuff, and it comes
Why
up.
Is this coming up?
No. The reason why is because I want to know what your opinion is on it. Because I've got my opinion.
Why? We're busy talking about Dracula.
It's a terms of seduction, all that shit, and we're gonna relate to Dracula in a second.
It's not.
It is.
It's definitely not.
Now, in regards to your toes being sucked or you sucking toes, right? For me, it's not the case of the action; it's the way that it's asked of the person.
Yeah, but you don't ask. You just do it.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't that like full-blown rapey? Like, you don't want your toes to be sucked.
No.
And all of a sudden your foot's in someone's mouth. Or if the person sort of like, flops their dainty foot on your lips. And then applies pressure to the top part of your lip. And then tries to sneak it into your mouth.
No.
Lies.
What
It's
do you mean lies?
That's lies, bruv.
What do you mean lies?
Toe sucking, bruv.
Nah, look, this is not the place.
Yeah, it is. So you suck toes then. So basically, redacted has sucked toes.
This is
Redacted has sucked toes. Why is redacted sucked toes?
Bruv,
Why did I have to find out this way? This is terrible.
What?
Nah, all I'm saying.
I have not confirmed or denied. All I'm saying is this doesn't really seem like
It does,
the place
bruv.
for this conversation.
Bruv, it is. Because Dracula right now is trying to do the sucking of someone's neck of blood, right?
Yeah. But obviously there's steps before you get there.
And I'm just saying,
Steps before you get there.
there's steps. But what I'm saying is that if Dracula would have to build up trust before he gets in the house.
A little bit, yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's not going to be able to do that.
He is.
He won't be able to suck their toes, bro.
Bruv, like, he'll be outside the window dropping bars. You don't know.
What, like, that crackhead in the fucking, Menace to Society?
What, I suck your dick for a burger?
Yeah.
No.
No. I'll suck your dick for some crack. I've got these cheeseburgers.
It was over,
And I'll suck your dick. Terrible.
Well, no.
So Dracula's going to be outside the window like some crack fiend.
Dracula's got better bars than that.
Nah, bruv. Not when he's hungry, bruv. He's weak. He's going to be weak.
Because you'll be all inside your house being like, oh, look, that's so romantic, blah, blah, blah.
The only way Dracula would be able to run up on chicks is if he waits outside some sort of like public rest area or whatever, whether it be a station or something like that, and he just chases them down, bro.
Nah, that's wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is it. There's not going to be any seduction anymore. Like, it's just going to be straight up. That's what I'm saying. Rapey. Yeah, definitely. Dracula's very rapey, bro. Very, very rapey. Like, those motherfuckers said, yeah, just nibble on the neck, innit? It's fine. I feel weak. My blood. Dracula's all about the rape, bruv.
Yeah, but in a nice way.
No, there's no nice way.
There is.
There isn't.
You start off with the seduction and then before you know it,
nah, that's not good, bruv.
I'm opening up the window, I don't know what I'm doing.
I always thought that shit. That's another thing about Dracula as well that I thought was just goofy is the fact that just how stupid the girls are. Like, okay, I'll let you in. Okay.
Because they was all enthralled by his.
It's not that enthralling. He looked pale up.
That's his whole.
The only ones that I saw
Bro,
were like Christopher Lee one, innit? So like Christopher Lee, he's a dapper guy and all that
Exactly,
stuff.
he's a charming ass motherfucker.
But
Trying to say you're not gonna open your window up for Christopher Lee.
actually,
Back in the day.
I've got a confession. I've got a confession.
You used to leave your window open.
No. Where I used to work,
Yeah.
Christopher Lee, when he was alive, used to come in.
Yeah.
And he asked me to get him a chair, and I got someone else to do it.
See, exactly.
I did shit for him.
Fraud, bruv.
I didn't do shit. I didn't do shit for him.
No, you didn't do it, but you still got someone else to do it for you.
Yeah, so like, there's some old guy he needs a chair.
Yeah, exactly. So his power's working.
Yeah, I suppose.
Exactly.
Okay, so Christopher Lee aside, anyway, the 70s were a weird time, anyway. So Dracula, as it were, hasn't got the same amount of power unless he's Christopher Lee.
He has.
He
has.
Hang on, bro. Well, Dracula had a different.
Similar.
Alright, so who was meant to be playing Dracula in the new Dark Universe? Johnny Depp was meant to be the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
That's all I know, actually. Tom Cruise was the mummy killer.
No, but didn't he get mummy powers? He got mummy powers.
I didn't watch it.
He was the mummy.
He was the mummy, but so who's that woman?
But he got mummy powers. Well,
what happened to that woman with all her eyes? She had like bare eyes.
Yeah, but she was too like, I don't know, reckless or whatever. She could have been on the team. She wanted revenge. You need a non-revenge driven mummy on the team. You can't have a revenge driven mummy on the team.
Yeah, because they already got their own agenda.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair enough.
What's her name? Javier was
Wolfman.
Was he?
Yeah, he was Wolfman. As I'm saying, I always found
that. They had one.
Oh no. That's the one thing. That's the one thing I always found a bit racist, because like Del Toro, as in Benicio Del Toro, was meant to be. He was the Wolfman before. Yeah. They always give the Wolfman to Latino guy now.
That now 2 times.
I mean, Oliver
2
Reed.
times in a row.
Oliver Reed. Is it Oliver Reed?
Christopher Reeves.
No, Reed. Is in the guy that was in Gladiator.
Oh yeah.
He was the original Wolfman.
It's not Latino.
That's what I'm saying. He was British.
Exactly.
So is he British or Latino, bro? So far.
No, there's no conspiracy here.
Yes.
There's not.
They're trying to say Latino people are.
I don't think they had a. I don't know. Maybe they didn't announce it, but I don't think there was one.
Okay, so whoever Dracula was meant to be, I reckon Dracula would have been obviously Eastern European in descent.
It's also racist.
Also very accurate.
Yeah. Mute, motherfucker. Can you press mute?
Yes, mute. That was vibrate.
That's vibrate. Shut up. Vibrate don't sound like meh.
It does, bro.
Nah.
That's when it's on a hard surface.
Nah.
Terrible. Anyway.
Disagree. So,
in regards to Salem's Lot, I'm not really excited. Not really enthralled. I'm more interested in watching Castle Rock.
Okay.
Like, that's the only one, because I can't predict it. I cannot predict Castle Rock.
Yeah, you can't predict Salem's Lot.
I can. I know what happens. Vampires take over a town. Vampires try and sort of like get their rocks off by eating the town or drinking the town's blood. Something happens to disrupt that balance. One of the vampires gets injured or something like that, seeks revenge. The revenge happens, and then a bunch of rogue humans come in and murk them all by opening up the windows.
Opening up the windows?
Yeah. Or making windows in the ground.
What?
As in, blasting through the doors or the floorboards, as it were.
Okay.
I mean, that's what happened in the original one, I think. You got that old Nosferatu looking motherfucker as well. He's like the head vampire.
Yeah.
And he gets murked, and then all of them die. That's Salem's Lot, pretty much. It's not great. I mean, it was better than all of the the original sort of vampire
That's a good
setups,
one.
which is basically, you know, the Dracula goofy nonsense.
Yeah. It's not goofy, man.
It is, bruv.
It's what's the word? How
Quaint.
to say,
Romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gay. I mean, that's not okay.
This shot's getting cancelled, bro.
Nah, I mean, like, to be fair, I reckon Dracula being gay would probably be better.
Maybe.
There's an abundance of men.
I think Dracula swings both ways.
Yeah, it does.
Be seducing a motherfucker, I don't care.
Although, if you were Dracula and you were listening to this podcast, you'd be really fucking pissed.
Why?
If you were straight... Actually...
He'd be pissed at you.
Yeah, of course.
He'd love me.
Of course, I don't give a fuck
Love
about
me.
Dracula.
But like, yeah.
Yeah, whatever, man.
spot.
Whatever, man. I'm gonna run behind this river,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna stay in my house. Fuck you. What you gonna do? Throw some dirt over
Then you're gonna seduce you out your window, and then
and float down? Yeah.
you'll be fucked, bro.
Nah, bruv. There's no
Proper
way.
fucked.
No way. No way, bruv. That's another thing as well, like, because I believe the people that are getting involved with Dracula are believing that he's just up for a little bit hanky-panky. They're not really...
Yeah.
So, that's the only reason why I'm like, alright, I'll come down.
But the added bonus of, look, he's flying.
No, he's flying. I reckon it's... I reckon...
No, because, like, all them bedroom windows are on the first floor. So,
I think...
like, he's always floating up into the window. He's like,
It's easy
come
to do that
me,
for...
Clarice.
No.
Come on.
Clarice.
Whatever. I don't
Well,
know. That was the first name that came to
friggin'
mind.
Hannibal. Like,
Yeah.
So, Anthony Hopkins as Dracula.
Yeah.
Come to me, Clarice.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just weird, bro.
And she's like, woo, moist.
Oh, God. Actually, that scene in Silence of the Lambs is gross.
No, yeah, don't.
The seagull in as well.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's the thing. Like that's why, because they're all like, he's flying.
Fuck Dracula.
Who's not intrigued by a dude that can fly?
Someone that can teleport, maybe.
Exactly.
Exactly. If I could teleport, I'd be like, fuck you.
Huh?
If I could teleport, I'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. You would.
I'd be like, what? You're flying, so what? I can be there right now. Fuck you.
Exactly. But you can't, so that's why you're gonna get seduced.
Nah, I wouldn't get seduced by somebody floating.
Nah.
It takes more than that to impress me.
Not just that, but that'll be a part of it.
It would take... I mean, like, I'm just saying, if I went to the 70s and Dracula came outside of my window, I'll be pretty okay.
If you was from the 70s,
you'll be fucked.
You would not be okay.
You'll be fucked.
You'll be like, yes. I'm
Yeah.
doing this.
I mean, but as a person that was born sort of like, you know, post 80s, I reckon I'll be okay. Dracula's getting his ass kicked.
Nah.
I've got too much information at my fingertips. I'll be like, I mean, like, first of all, I'll be like, alright, so what sort of motherfucker would fly outside a window? I'll go on my phone, Google search that shit. And it says he's either a ghoul, a banshee, or blah, blah, blah. And be like, yo, bruv, what you at? What are you? And, I obviously, like, take into account that he may well be lying either way. Yeah. And he'll be like, I am a Dracul, I am a vampire.
Yeah, he'll be straight up. He'll just be like, yeah, I'm a Dracula.
I am a vampire. I say, alright, cool. Give me a minute. Go downstairs, get some garlic. I'll just try everything, all this sort of like home remedies and all that stuff. Yeah. And if that doesn't work, I'll order a samurai sword off Amazon, if you can still do that. I just wouldn't come out of my house. I'll phone the police as well. That'll be another thing I'll do.
Can't do anything.
But like, excuse me, Mr. Dracula, could you please stop floating outside that person's window?
Yeah, he would just like talk
be like, you want to be seduced? I'd be like, no, Mr. Dracula, we are here on a sort of like public disturbance, so you have to come down from the window.
Exactly.
Feel free to go home, sir.
Yeah, and you talk to them for
Would you like me to bite your neck? No, Mr. Dracula, that will be personal assault, and if you do so, we will have to arrest you. Why would you arrest me? Because you're trying to kill us with your fangs, sir. We've done the research on vampires, and essentially, you're quite a murderer. So we've actually come here fairly prepared We've had details of the conversation from the gentleman inside who has done an extensive Google search on your type of monstrosity, and we've already got several departments working on the project right now. So what you're saying is that you don't want to be bitten? No, we do not. We understand what happens once people have been bitten. They become drone-like zombies or slaves to your will, and actually, it's probably better than what we're getting now. But
Exactly.
yeah. All right, you can bite me on the neck, Mr. Dracula. Guess.
Exactly. And as my good friend Jimmy Pineapple will say, case fucking closed.
That's weird that Jimmy Pineapple uses that phrase, considering he's a binman. So, bin closed. Okay. Okay. So what else? So Dracula. Whatevs. Salem's Lot. Whatevs.
What else?
Whatevs.
Get hyped.
I mean, yeah, no. I can't be asked. The only, as I said before, the only Stephen King project I'm actually interested in is Castle Rock.
Yeah, I guess you did say that. So,
Yeah.
apparently, Mr. Lord and Mr. Miller
Yeah.
have signed an extensive 5-year deal with Sony TV, where they will be creating and developing comedies and drama projects for their streaming and cable and other broadcast
Miller
projects.
is in the guy that done Kick-Ass.
No, you're thinking of Mark Millar.
Miller, sorry, Miller.
Mark Miller, yeah, but not him.
Okay, not that one. Okay, so this one is
Lego
movie.
Yeah.
And
movie and Solo before they got fired. The Flash before they got fired. 21 Jump Street.
okay, so
22 Jump Street.
so just waiting for him to get fired, and then
What, from Sony? Sony's not gonna fire them.
I don't know.
Sony's too busy not knowing what the fuck they're doing, bruv. They're too busy not knowing what the fuck they are doing.
I suppose now's the time. If you're gonna do any scam, now's the time.
What, because Sony don't know what the fuck they're doing?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Maybe they'll give us the jobs.
No. I think we're way too late. I mean, like, we would have to done it like during the 90s, because right now,
During the 90s?
yeah,
Nah.
we would have had to be interns since then.
Maybe.
Like 1999 or something like that.
Maybe.
Just
Maybe. No, but they're not looking for old intern meat. They want some fresh, kicking the door, waving the 4-4 meat.
no, they don't.
Yeah.
They had enough of that with Prince.
Prince.
Yeah, writing stuff on his face, and during that time, anyway.
Yeah, so
Talking about the party.
they've
It's
got
gonna
all this sweet Spider-Man properties, and they don't know what to do with it.
Actually, speaking about don't know what to do with it, do you reckon Prince was actually right about 1999 being the best party in the whole time?
No, that's ridiculous. Yeah. So what do you think the next Spider-Man project's gonna be?
Next Spider-Man project.
Yeah, the next
I told you already, it's going to be Dark.
Spider-Man-less.
Oh, Spider-Man-less project.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Come
got to be
on, Sony.
Silk. It's got to be Silk.
Yeah, they've already announced that though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Beyond that.
maybe a Lizard solo.
That's just ridiculous.
Is it?
Well, it is.
Just
is
the origin of Doc Connor.
Is it any more ridiculous than a Morbius solo movie?
No.
Not really.
Are Marvel going to use the Lizard? No.
Probably not.
It's going to be the Lizard. If they're going to add anybody to that roster, it's going to be the Lizard. I mean, Doc Ock, as apparently...
Yeah, but no one wants...
Basically,
a Lizard solo movie.
Marvel have secured Doc Ock,
Yeah.
Norman Osborn,
Yeah.
for whatever reason, and
Because he's one of Spider-Man's.
no. Well, basically,
That's why.
like the thing, from what I remember, they've secured the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
In some senses, so they've got Kingpin, but Kingpin hasn't been introduced into MCU as such.
No.
He's been introduced to MCU 2.1, I guess,
Okay.
with the Daredevil stuff,
Yeah.
which I'm not sure what they're doing. Although I would actually like to see a full feature-length Daredevil / Defenders movie done by MCU. Because that one, they don't have to do no origin. Whether or not they call it Heroes for Hire. If Heroes for Hire becomes the film, that'll be sick. That'll be sick. And then they combine like things from like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so, you know, Ghost Rider. And then they include bits from Fantastic Four getting involved in some of the bullshit.
Fantastic Four. It can't just come out of nowhere.
It's going to come out of nowhere either.
Nah. Just build that shit up.
Weird thing about Fantastic Four is that outside the comic, it doesn't work. It's the one property that they never got right.
No. It hasn't worked. It's not that it doesn't work. It's just they haven't made it work because they've just made shit decisions.
That as well, but...
Well, that only.
Actually, I think the early 90s film would have been okay.
What, the Roger Corman one?
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. I've seen it. It's better than the two Fox ones.
But then saying that, Chris Evans was an okay Human Torch. Like, if you think about the characters as such, or the
script
casting...
was terrible.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, the casting, I guess, was okay, but the script was shit.
I actually like their Doom. That guy from Nip Tuck.
No.
I liked him.
Fucking hate that guy. He was a horrible decision for Doom. Yeah, no, he's got no charisma whatsoever.
I do know charisma. He does have.
Nah.
Yeah, charisma
Fuck
and
that
Nip.
guy, bro.
You didn't watch Nip Tuck though, did you?
I did watch Nip Tuck. And I was thinking, like, why is this guy meant to be the guy? Like, he's just not that guy.
He
He's
is.
just not. Nah.
This is the thing, like...
Nah.
Like, how would you introduce Doom to the MCU?
What, current MCU?
Current MCU.
He'd just be a dictator. Or just have him be a dictator and, like, I don't know, maybe he's over for, like, you know, whatever.
I don't. I mean, like, obviously.
Diplomatic duties or whatever. But, like, yeah, he'd just be a dictator and just have his own country or whatever.
You know what I would have him do?
Create the Fantastic Four.
Well, he does that anyway.
No, he fucking does not. He only does that in the films. The shit films that they make. He created the fucking Fantastic Four.
You know what I reckon they should do?
They don't all get made in the same fucking
Do you know what
accident.
I reckon they should do? If
No, I don't fucking care.
If they're going to introduce Doom into the MCU, have him invade Wakanda.
That's a bit far.
It's perfect.
Far. I don't think so.
It's complete Doom.
I don't think so.
Doom would be on that. Be like, I need technology.
Yeah, but he's got his own technology.
Yeah, but is it Wakanda?
It doesn't matter. Like, he is so arrogant that even if his technology isn't superior, he would believe it to be superior. So he wouldn't be... Doom needs nobody. So he wouldn't be going in there to steal secrets.
I reckon that's how they should do it.
No, I disagree. That's
Doom goes there to steal a particular piece of technology for himself.
No.
And then the people that try to save him are the Fantastic Four. However, Black Panther sees it as an invasion on his space and he hunts them down while they're there. Homage, everything else, boom, 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 it will make sense.
I'd like to say no to that one.
I would like to say it's probably going to happen.
Nah. Not Wakanda. Somewhere else.
And where else?
I don't know.
What else is worth invading in the
Sokovia?
MCU?
Sokovia?
Sokovia.
Yeah.
Fuck Sokovia, bro. The only person that would invade that would probably be Thunderbolt.
Oh, invade anything.
Well, basically, the main reason why I would invade Genosha. Oh, you said Sokovia, innit?
Yeah.
Well, he did, didn't he? He did in the Sokovia report, didn't he? Well, in an ideal world, Thunderbolt would be the threat for the mutants, I guess.
Why?
Initially, because this is another thing as well. Like the characters. But in regards to, actually, let's just start talking about Endgame before we go on a complete tangent. Because you just watched Endgame.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's a future time travel sort of film, and there's whole
spoiler alert, bruv.
Well, it's going to be 3 weeks after, so I don't give a fuck no more. If you haven't watched Marvel Endgame by this time, fuck you for being a person.
That's super harsh.
Nah, because they got time to listen to our podcast, which I appreciate. If you're listening to the podcast, thank you for your subscriptions and constant viewership. But you've got time for a podcast, you've got time for a film. I made time out of my week.
This podcast is like an hour and a half. Like
Endgame is
like 3 hours, bruv. And imagine if it's a travel day as well. You know, say you need to travel there like 20 minutes or whatever, maybe half an hour. Bro, that's like 5 hours.
Fucking who?
It's like 5-6 hours done.
Alright. So we're about to speak about Endgame. If you haven't watched it, there'll be a timestamp after we finish talking about it. But yeah, right now I want to talk about Endgame. And we're going to be talking about episode 3 of Game of Thrones. If you haven't seen these motherfucking things, fuck off the channel. In the words of Kevin Smith, I've watched a spoiler thing of it about sort of thing. So yeah, we're just going to go Kevin Smith on this motherfucker.
We're not Kevin Smith, bruv.
Huh?
We're not Kevin Smith.
Yeah, of course we're not. But we're just giving you like the same duty of call of abandoning or pausing said podcast and then coming back.
Being disrespectful to the gorillas, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm only abiding. I'm abiding by the word of the gorilla. The weak shall not survive, and the strong shall prosper. It's a gorilla mentality, bro.
No comment.
Anyway, so if you haven't watched any of these 2 properties, please pause it and then come back to this episode once you have. I think that's more than reasonable. Because the worst thing about it is that it's like 2 minutes off the initial fuck off, and if they're still here now, they deserve to get it ruined now, so it's fine. I'm completely clear.
So yeah, but you did it backwards. Like, you're rude in the beginning, but if you're still there, then you're gonna politely ask them to leave. Exactly, it's backwards.
Let's start talking about Endgame.
It's backwards.
Of course, it's backwards. Let's go forwards. Or backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, like what happened in Endgame. So, in regards to Endgame, like, I've already given the fucking spoiler thing, but yeah, a lot of holes. But good holes. Like...
What holes, bro?
I don't know, but they left me feeling warm and moist.
I don't want to say about that shit.
Pause. So basically... Those that are familiar with the original timeline, okay, I'm going to get into like my quantum theory cap on, so it's going to get kind of semi-educational. So the way that they've actually gone about time is in a tangent, aka a quantum setting rather than a linear setting. So there's no beginning, middle and end of time. There is a beginning or a start point and an end point for your set of time in which your body and mind and consciousness are attached to. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, that being said, Loki got the Tesseract earlier than expected within the original timeline. So basically, the events of everything else happened, but Loki's got the Tesseract early. Because in the original timeline, he gets it in a different way.
Possibly.
And he's captured and put on the raft.
Possibly. Well, it's not early, is it?
Yeah, it's early.
No, it isn't.
Yes.
No, it isn't, because it was after the battle at New York, so he had already taken it from Fury, so he just gets it again.
Well, either.
So it's not early.
It's
not either. It's you're wrong. Continue.
So there was also the kid on the right at the funeral.
Yeah.
Have we got any sort of like names or names to that face?
I can't remember what his name is, but he's the kid from Iron Man 3.
He's Iron Man 3 kid. Okay, and my one is
You're welcome.
thank you. Is well, basically my one is the paradoxes that are created. There's four paradoxes that I can think of right now.
Go on then.
Past Thanos versus future Stark.
Okay.
So basically, Thanos battled future Stark, i.e. pre-Gauntlet, and snap, and basically, so the effect is the snap that would have occurred in Tony Stark's timeline, future Tony Stark's timeline, is prevented based on the fact that they've killed the guy out of time before it's actually happened.
Well, but it has already happened though.
It's already happened in Tony Stark's timeline.
Yeah.
But
So it's already part of his past, which you can't change. So.
But then how does... I mean, obviously, it's like, how does Thanos...
Yeah.
Like, because basically, the only thing they set back afterwards was the stones, right?
Correct.
But then, in doing so, Mr. Rogers has decided to kick back and survive. Live. Yeah?
Yeah. Well, you don't think he's earned that retirement?
He has, but the fucked up thing is that if he's not Captain America, who defends the world from Thanos?
That's in his past. He's already done it.
No, it's in his past, per se, but it's not in the current Captain America's future, if that makes sense. So basically, you've got two Captain Americas running around, right? In theory. And, so you've got two Captain Americans running around. Two.
One.
How? How do you get one?
Well, how'd you get two?
I got two because basically he's going back to a timeline and she's still basically and you got another one that's frozen in ice. And then he gets thawed out based on the need for the Tesseract or the need for the... Basically, the only reason why he gets thawed out is because of the fucking stones.
Oh, because they found him. But yeah.
No, they found him on the byproduct of them looking for the Tesseract.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why he got found. But if they're not looking for the Tesseract, he's not found.
But why are they not looking for it? Why are they not looking for it?
Because the only person that was looking for it before was Thanos.
Yeah, but he was found by S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. found him.
S.H.I.E.L.D. found who?
Captain America.
Yeah, but why would they look for Captain America? This is my thing. Why would they look for Captain America if Captain America is there? If Captain America is fucking the head of S.H.I.E.L.D., why the fuck are they looking for Captain America?
Yeah, but you said they weren't looking for him. You said
no, they wouldn't. They wouldn't look for him because he's already there.
You said they
There's two hanging around, bruv.
Are you done?
No. So basically, my whole thing is this, right? Captain America, by him allowing himself to grow old after he's done his time on his timeline, he's now fucked up the whole events in which he unthaws. Correct.
Incorrect.
Correct.
So what you
Speaking
said
of four,
was, what you said was, they found him because they were looking for the Tesseract.
Yeah.
So they could still find him because they're looking for the Tesseract.
No.
Why?
Because
why are they now not looking for the Tesseract? And you also said they only were looking for it because Thanos was looking for it. Thanos never told them to go look for it.
Yeah. Well, basically.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, maybe. Well, that's one of the holes kind of patched over ish, but yeah, either.
Yeah, because it doesn't exist.
Nah, because he's not going to be thawed out. That's my whole thing.
Why not?
Because America might need Captain America.
Yeah, but why are they not going to thaw him out if they find him?
Because they already got a working version of him.
Yeah, but suppose he's not living as Captain America. He went to get life. It's not like he went to go live another life as Captain America in the past. He went to go live as Steve Rogers.
And
or probably like Bobby Dustbin or whatever.
And he's probably fucked his daughter. What? Captain America might have fucked his daughter.
Why?
You remember her grandchild or whatever.
So how does that make it his daughter?
Because he was the guy that went back and fucked her.
What?
If you're thinking about the original timeline not being disrupted, the original Steve Rogers in the future, she goes back and becomes the lover of Miss Carter in the past.
Yeah.
And then Miss Carter grows old and dies.
Yeah.
And then he sort of like is out of the picture.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. And then, yeah, he has a daughter, or she has a daughter or something like that. And then he falls in love with her in like The Winter Soldier.
Alright. One, he never fucked Sharon Carter. 2, she's her great aunt, not his daughter or her granddaughter. Great aunt.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Again, 0 holes. Continue.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm just saying it would have been gross if he was fucking his daughter.
This is not Star Wars. This is fucking Marvel.
Not Star Wars. Star Wars. It didn't happen. She
Almost.
kissed him. She just
kissed.
kissed him on the mouth.
They
That's
kissed,
bad.
was close. Fine. This is not Game of Thrones. This is
Cool.
Marvel.
Okay, we'll argue about Game of Thrones in a sec. So basically, him being killed before the Gauntlet.
Yeah.
The Asgard ship hasn't been invaded, so Loki hasn't died.
Maybe.
No, correct. I'm correct on that one. So if Loki hasn't died...
No, it still happens in their past. They just created a divergent timeline.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Which timeline are we adhering to when we are looking at Spider-Man? Is Spider-Man in a world where Tony Stark of the present hasn't had to face Thanos? Because the one that was on that timeline has murdered him already in the future, but he's murdered a past version of him in the future.
Technically, we won't know until it comes out and we watch it.
Fair enough. So, either, that's a hole.
It's not a hole.
It is a hole!
No, it's a divergent timeline. You can't call a divergent timeline a hole. They fucking explained it in the film.
Yeah, in some senses, they explained bits of it. They said, this is our timeline.
Yeah.
But the original timeline has already been disrupted. Or whatever. But yeah.
How'd you disrupt the original timeline?
So basically, my whole thing is this. Steve Rogers deciding to grow old has fucked up everything.
How do you go back to this again?
Because it's the main thing. I mean, the only way that it would happen is if like it's set either after the Infinity War has happened, or there'll be a new non-Thanos timeline because he got snapped out of existence. Unless Thanos sent out a clone army to fuck up the future Steve Rogers, which would be the only way that it would have everybody to sort of like be resolved in the same manner. No. Or he sent out a version of himself before he got killed.
Yeah, also no.
Because remember, he died in the future, older version of Thanos.
Well, he died
and
in the
he
present.
he died in the present. And he died in the future. From his old part.
Died in the present.
No, he died in the new present from the past, if that makes sense. So he went into the past. Yeah. Or he went... Basically, he time travelled forwards to face...
From a divergent timeline.
From a divergent timeline to face Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And then Tony Stark used all of the stones to snap all of Thanos and the Dark Order. Is it the New Order or the Dark Order?
Yeah.
That, whatever they are, snap them out of existence.
Correct.
And you've probably done some other stuff.
Probably not.
Another thing as well is, why didn't Tony... I mean, first of all, Tony Stark is an intelligent dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
He must know that all of the stones have a different ability.
Yeah.
Why not freeze Thanos and then give the glove to Captain Marvel, who obviously has the most amount of power to channel that glove.
He didn't want to take the risk.
What was the risk?
That
Captain Marvel might... What?
Thanos didn't get freezed.
It's a fight. It's like... You're not listening. It's like...
I'm listening.
Time. If you can't... If he stops him, freezes him in time,
Yeah.
Thanos can't move.
Yeah, but how do you know...
Because he controls the whole universe. He's able to snap a whole fucking thing out.
Yeah, but how do you know...
It's got to work on one guy.
How do you know he knows how to use it like that?
You would at least had a practice run.
Yeah, but you saw that he didn't. They have time to... When did they have time to practice?
No, within time. They had time to practice.
Well, they didn't.
Could use a couple pins particles to go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, learn a couple bits. Because you know when...
Well, they barely had enough to do what they were supposed to do in the first place.
Yeah, but then he done exactly what I would assume he would have done. He went back into the past, collecting more Pym's particles, and then went into the future. And obviously, him unsnapping... that's another thing as well, like, they should have been able to rectify that by going back in time after they snapped everyone back. When Hulk snapped everyone back.
What? Rectify what?
The Tony Stark having to snap his fingers.
How? What you talking about?
Basically, after the Hulk done the snap,
Yeah.
that's when Thanos attacks, right?
Yeah.
Now, in theory, all they would have to do is go back to the time after Hulk done the snap, and then use the Eye of Agamotto there
Yeah, to do what?
to freeze and to disable Thanos, and then snap him out of existence after that. That's the move.
What? After they got attacked?
Before they got attacked.
Yeah, but how would they know they had to do that?
Because somebody will be coming back from the future, i.e. Doctor Strange, and saying, right, we're going to get attacked in 5 minutes, you have to go here, you have to go here, you have to go here, you have to go here. After the snap, boom, stop, freeze, boom, 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 boom. Done.
Yeah, nah, they don't have time for that.
They did, bro.
They don't have time for that.
But when you have control over the concept of time, you can fucking freeze time, bro. Anyway, speaking of things that...
Yeah, but as soon as they used the gauntlet, then they got attacked. Like, there was no time in between to do anything else.
Yeah, there is.
But by the time everyone that got snapped away turned up, like, they were already deep in the battle.
I suppose that's how they framed it. But then even that, even when you're in the battle, what Stephen Strange should have done, the future Stephen Strange, not the current Stephen Strange, because basically they won, because they won,
Yeah.
the future one should have gone back, got the gauntlet, and then used it then.
That's too much of a risk.
It's not.
You've already won. Why are you going to go back to risk losing? Doesn't make any sense.
Fair enough. Speaking of stuff that doesn't make sense, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Really dark. Really, really dark. I mean, Game of Thrones is dark, but now it's really dark.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Pretty dark, bro. Darkest it's ever been.
Yeah. It's a bit weird.
I liked the episode. Ain't gonna lie, I liked it.
I liked what I could see.
Yeah, I liked what I can see, yeah.
Yeah.
For what I saw of it. Good episode.
Not the best episode.
This is the thing, like...
Pretty okay episode.
It's a pretty okay episode. But then saying that... Is it... I mean, like, for me... It wasn't the end of the White Walkers that I wanted. Not that I'm saying that they've gone as such, because I don't believe they have.
They're gone. Not only are they gone, but... No, I've got nothing for that. But... no, I mean, it's not the ending you wanted, but it was the only thing that was going to happen. I mean, they've pretty much been telling us like it's gonna end like this from I don't know since John fought the White Walkers in the Hard Home episode. Like it's.
But that's what I'm saying. The Hard Home episode was. I don't know. That episode for me. But actually, let's just clarify that I am speaking about the right episode. Hard Home is where he goes up against the wildlings and then the White Walkers intervene, right? Or is it the one where he goes with the wildlings to fight the White Walkers?
None of those. You're just making up episodes.
No, because there's one where he goes and he goes to sort of like, I think it's either rescue Bran. Basically, I know that he goes past the wall yet again after meeting the White Walkers, because White Walkers were first seen when Sam murdered one, didn't he?
Yeah.
He murdered a White Walker.
Not first scene, but yeah.
But I mean, regards by the Night Watch. It's the first time they've first time they met
Yeah.
him, I guess. Because obviously you've had like little skirmishes and all that stuff above the wall, but anyway, either. So that in a nutshell. White Walkers seemed fairly invincible. Then they got all the dragon glass. Then they got all the dragons.
Yeah.
Also, there is a sort of theory going around that the head of the Night King is essentially a Targaryen, or he's like Aerys the Second. But there's also
possible.
a theory, about the dragons being how can I put it? So the dragons are potentially the guardians of the realm, if that makes sense, against the Night King and, well, not even Night King, the White Walkers. However, the White Walkers were taken over by the Mad King because he didn't want to die. So he was dying, he didn't want to die, so he got adopted by the White Walkers. And the White Walkers were originally...
Wait, who?
The White Walkers.
Well, who got adopted by the White Walkers?
The Mad King, after he's sort of dying. So basically, in order to save himself, he was...
That makes sense.
It does.
It doesn't. He was killed by Jaime. Like, there was no White Walkers.
No, he was fatally wounded by Jaime.
What, so you think Jaime stabbed him in King's Landing and he managed to make it all the way past the wall to visit and be adopted by White Walkers?
No, what I'm saying is, you know that...
Chat nonsense, that's what you're saying.
No, the alchemist guy that's working with Cersei,
yeah,
either his descendant or whatever, was responsible for removing the king and then putting him into the hands of the White Walkers, who were peaceful at the time. And then with the Mad King comes the mad propaganda and the mad thoughts, and he became part of this Tree of Life thing that they're doing. And as a result, he poisoned the tree. He poisoned the tree and poisoned the White Walkers.
So I'm going to say no.
Have you read the book?
No.
Read the book.
That's not in the book.
It is.
It's not in the book.
It is.
Tell me what page it is.
What, Fire and Ice?
Oh, yeah.
Fire and Ice,
tell me,
Volume 3.
one, tell me which book it is, and then two, tell me which page it is.
Fire and Ice.
Which book?
I don't know the page, but I know it's in there.
You should know, man.
And there's another. I mean, there's so many. Because I was like reading one article about things that have been left in, things that have been left out. Like, you know, like
his article, not the book.
No, but you know his uncle.
Who's uncle?
Bran's uncle.
Yeah.
One of the Starks, whatever. Apparently, he's
Which
like
one? Benjen.
Benjen, yeah. He was never in. Was it? He was introduced in, I think, season 4 in vagueness, but
it's introduced in season 1, episode 1.
Yeah, but then he goes off and then he dies.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Well, he was thought dead, yeah.
And he comes back, and apparently in the book he's a ghost.
It's Cold Hands, yeah.
Cold Hands. And when he comes back into the thing, it's just his Benji. Seems solid enough. But apparently, there's good White. Anyway, my point.
Drunk, bruv. You're
My
drunk.
point. My point is this.
You don't have a point.
I do.
You don't. That's why you keep
White
missing it.
walkers are a species of, what do they call it? Oneness. So, like, if you think little green men from Toy Story, all of them share the same consciousness.
I don't think they do, but go on.
I believe they do.
They do not.
They do. And the hive mentality is
Yeah.
the Night King was the old Mad King, and
Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense.
it does.
It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
It does.
It does not. Jamie killed him. Yeah. This is something we know. Yeah. But you're trying to say that he survives.
It was said
He
that
survives,
Jamie killed him.
and he managed to get all the way from King's Landing to beyond the wall to where the White Walkers
Not by
be hanging
himself,
about.
obviously.
Yeah, well, like by himself or not by himself. Like it's not like they have like medics and fucking.
They don't.
like,
They just basically
blood on supply to give him transfusions and shit, so he can survive. The
They gave
long-ass
him-
trip.
They
the long-ass
gave him
trip,
milk
bruv.
off the poppy.
Fucking so what?
They gave him
So
milk
what?
off the poppy
I don't give a fuck.
and then put him in a
Bruv,
box.
that's a sedative. That's a sedative. I don't give a shit.
Milk off the
I
poppy,
don't care.
and then they dragged him all the way past the wall.
Nonsense, bruv. Nonsense.
That's what happened,
Check
bruv.
what you're reading,
I
bruv.
read it, bro.
Check what you're reading.
It was Reddit,
Yeah, exactly Reddit. Don't trust Reddit, bruv.
bro. Trust me.
Don't trust Reddit. That nonsense, bruv.
But yeah, so potentially.
Check your sources, people.
And on
Check
top of
your
that,
sources.
Night King was blasted by fire, and fire is the only trait of a Targaryen that lasts past death. Oh god.
Spill out of everything.
Oh god. It's chicken.
It's emergencies. Chicken emergency.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's not fine. Nothing's fine. Yeah, it lasts past death. Yeah, but it also doesn't always last in life.
No.
Yeah, so what are you saying?
Maybe.
Maybe that's just a White Walker ability he has. We don't know.
Maybe.
We don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I'm just upset that I spilled everything. I'm tripping off. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, apparently, other White Walkers cannot stand up to fame. The main reason why they got
Fame.
to flame.
Jack, bruv.
To flames. They cannot be emblazoned by flame.
Yeah, go on.
So the main reason why the White Walkers or the White Walkers were keen to get him on board is because that's the one weakness that White Walkers have.
Okay.
Is
No, look. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying not Mad King.
It's Mad King.
Nah, man.
Mad King.
Why can't it just be a different Targaryen? Why does it have to be Mad King?
It's
Mad King doesn't make sense, bro.
It does, bro.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't. He was killed by Jamie. He is not lasting that long ass mission journey to fucking beyond the wall.
Yeah, bro. No, he didn't survive it. He's already dead.
So they took his dead body
Yeah.
and they made him the king.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it, bro.
You don't have to buy it, that's what happened, bro.
I'm not buying it.
When that guy when Bran sorts out the reconnaissance or the recon on who the White King actually was,
Yeah.
you'll see I'm right.
Alright, cool. We'll see. We'll see. Because I'm pretty sure people will recognise him if he was the Mad King.
No, not
Why not?
necessarily.
Why not?
When you
People are alive who've seen him.
Yeah, but not a lot of people have seen the Mad King.
Of course they have.
No, they haven't.
Jamie killed him. How many times have
Jamie
to say that?
wasn't about.
He was about.
It wasn't about.
He was about.
He was about, but he didn't see the man. He was too busy, knee deep in fucking White Walkers jumping on him and Miss Lady or Brethren, whatever.
She's not a lady. She's a sir.
No, she's a knight.
Disrespect.
She's a knight, bro.
Yeah, which is a sir.
No, she's not sir.
Yes.
Don't call a lady a sir.
When you're knighted, you're a sir.
Okay.
What do you mean, whatevs?
We're not getting in this conversation.
Bruv, there's this wrong and right, and you're wrong.
Because
You're trying to correct me when
they
you're
call
wrong.
her a knight. They call her a knight.
Yeah, you're a knight, but you're not called a knight.
She's not sir, bro.
She is sir.
Sir Lady of Breath.
No.
She's a lady and she's a sir.
She's not a lady.
She is a lady.
No, she's a sir.
Oh, God.
It's not that difficult.
Whatever happened.
Yeah, exactly. She's a sir. That's what happened.
I'm thinking of knighthood in the sense of... Basically, she just wanted the acknowledgement of her being a warrior. Technically, she is a warrior lady.
She wanted to be a knight. She's always wanted to be a knight.
But she can't be a knight because she's a lady.
She was already acknowledged as a warrior because she had the respect of the people who was around her.
Yeah.
But she just wasn't a knight. It was a dream that she could never fulfill.
And then
until it was fulfilled, until she became a knight.
That's quite cool that Jamie done that to her.
Kind of, but he could have done that any time.
He could have done that way before.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's a bit lazy.
Exactly. He doesn't have to do it the night before she almost dies.
Yeah. But then, like, she never told him that that's a thing that she wants. She might have just been happy, like, just having a rock.
He should have just knew. No, I'm sure he knew. I'm sure he knew. When they were hanging out before he got his hand chopped off, I'm sure that was one of the stories she told.
No, I don't think it was. Yeah. I don't think that came up in conversation.
Yeah, I'm sure that came up.
It came up in conversation because Tyrion was like, yo, so what, you're a knight, yeah? And she was like, nah, just like fighting.
No!
That's what happened, bruv. She's like, nah, I just like fighting. I'm okay with it, though, you know what I mean? Like, women can't be knights and thing. So... And then Jamie was like, what, you serious, yeah? All the time, I'm hanging out, like, just imagine, like, your friend that you've been through wars with, right?
Yeah.
You never understood, like, why they're fighting. But you understand that they're a good fighter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She then starts breaking down, like, the reasons why she fights. Well, I always wanted to be a knight, but only guys can be sirs. So... and it has to be done by the Queen, and not on best terms of any Queen, etc., etc.
Yeah.
It was close with, I probably would have been knighted with the successful arrival of Sansa, but we all know how that ended up with the Red Wedding. So yeah, I can't be knighted. And Jamie's like, yeah, it takes a knight to knight. And on tonight, the night before the rest of the nights, I'm going to knight you.
I'm glad you're not writing Game of Thrones, bro.
What do you mean? That would have been sick, bruv. On tonight, the night shall knight in the night. On the night, which is going to be the longest night, before it becomes all night by the White Walkers. That would have been the line, bruv. Shakespeare, bruv.
No. Shuntlife, bruv.
Shuntlife. Hashtag Shuntlife, bruv. Sounds dark, bruv. Anyway, so we talked about Endgame for most part, all the holes. I actually liked it. I actually liked the long night as well. I enjoyed my week.
Invisible holes.
I enjoyed my week of entertainment.
And it's only Tuesday, bruv.
Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about Sonic.
Oh. Yeah,
So Sonic the Hedgehog. Jim Carrey plays Dr. Robotnik, who pretty much plays, but according to the trailer, Dr. Robotnik like Ace Ventura. No, actually, it's more like the mask.
Nah.
Actually, it's more like the generic character Jim Carrey does for Crazy. So I'm going to call it Carrey version 1. I mean, there's actor Jim Carrey, and then there's acting actor Jim Carrey. I'm not saying that it isn't not cool for him to do this role, because it's fun. It seems fun. The film does seem fun up until the point
No,
you see.
no, it
Up
doesn't.
until
No,
the
it
point you
doesn't.
see Sonic. If they just showed me Dr. Robotnik and all this stuff, I'd have been fine. Then they show me Sonic standing up, lanky, looking manky, with teeth, talking in brief. Actually, talking without
Well,
brief.
he's not allowed to have teeth now.
No! Goddamn animated character, bruv. He's allowed to have them white shiny teeth, but he's not allowed to have nibblers. Shit just
What?
looks... He's not allowed to have nibblers, bruv.
What
He's not allowed to
nibblers?
have nibblers out of context.
What nibblers, bruv?
The things that are in his mouth, bruv.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He could have hedgehog teeth.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck they look like. You can give...
How do you know they don't look like that then?
They don't.
You don't know.
I ain't never seen a hedgehog look that fuck up. Ever. Pretty much.
Maybe.
No, exactly. That's exactly what it is, bro.
Not exactly.
Sonic the Hedgehog, the trailer, not even the movie,
Yeah.
the trailer, is such a bunch of hot trash that I cannot comprehend words to describe it. To the point I had to discuss what I enjoyed about the week before I saw this trailer. In order for myself not to, downgrade those memories.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog is sheer shite by first impression.
It looks bad. It does look bad.
I mean, you got
Very bad.
that guy that played M. Bison and fucking
M. Bison.
yeah, he played M. Bison and that guy from Arrow. What's
That
the
guy's dead.
huh?
The guy that played M. Bison.
No, not Raul Julia. He played M. Bison in The Rise of Chun-Li.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's a trash film. And was it
Who?
and Damien Dark, guy that played Damien
Who
Dark.
played M. Bison in Chong?
Damien Dark
Oh.
in Arrow.
I know who you're talking about.
The one that you sort of like, whatever general, whatever, the general fiction basically.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jim Carrey parts were fairly generically funny. It's when I saw Eyes on the Hedgehog, bro.
Barely.
And then I saw scenes of the hedgehog spinning around
Barely.
nonsensically in from his lanky form to a ball that is smaller than the car wheel. I understand it in the game, I don't understand it in real life.
It's an alien, isn't it? He's an alien. That's why. He can do like things that your mind can't comprehend.
Why is Dr. Robotnik got beef with him?
He doesn't.
He does.
Nah, he was. What you saw the trailer, bruv? Like, what were you watching? The government have called him in as a specialist to track down and capture Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what his beef is. Paid, man, trying to get paid.
I don't. I enjoy the concept to a certain degree.
No, I don't.
However, it's just
A live action Sonic the Hedgehog movie, no, it was bound to fail.
Yeah. See, this is the difference between Sonic the Hedgehog and
Detective Pikachu.
yeah, Detective Pikachu is coming out in the summer, and it's going to make bank. I'm going to watch this film, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to feel okay about it. I've got Ryan Reynolds playing the voice of a lovable Pikachu, and I've got, Justice Smith, who's an up-and-coming sort of like, African-American actor, and he's in the middle of a Nintendo franchise. Film! Yeah. Nintendo franchise of film. Like, they could do so much with this world of Pokemon in this current climate.
Yep.
That they've created.
Yeah, and the Pokemons look decent.
Exactly. You get live-action Pokemon. Then you look at Sonic the Hedgehog and you want to throw up on whatever device that you watched it on. In fact, I believe the only reason why it's got so many views is because a lot of people that have been bitten by Dracula want to become a bulimic. Because remember I was saying that Dracula can only really attract obese people now.
Yep.
Yeah. If they want to lose weight, I would say watch Sonic the Hedgehog after you've been bitten, obviously. Not before you've been bitten.
Difference doesn't
Well, basically, as I said before, the only way that Dracula's going to get people is if they're running from point A to point B. And then diving his teeth into the neck because of social media.
Social media?
Yeah, well, just like common distraction and common interaction.
Yeah, and I told you.
Today's society, as it was, so, like, this is it. But either.
Today's society is more conducive to being bitten by a Dracula.
No, but being bitten by a zombie all day, not by Dracula.
No,
Zombie all day, we're too close, piled up on top of each other, but yeah. But in regards to...
Disagree.
No, I agree. I completely agree with myself.
Of course you did.
But yeah, in regards to, like, in today's society, the only thing that is a dangerous, sudden threat is the Wolfman. Yeah, the Wolfman. But as I said before, I don't know. Dracula ain't a threat. Fuck Dracula.
Dracula's a threat, man.
He's not.
He's
He's a wet man. He's moist. He's a moist man, bro.
threat.
He's a moist.
He's going to seduce you, and before you know it, bam.
Moist. Dracula's
Exactly.
moist.
Exactly.
Dracula, moist.
Bam. And then you're moist.
Nah, bro. See, you're saying it's a family show, and you're saying, bam, that is almost. The hell's wrong with Redacted, bro? We'll have to fucking edit that shit. Fuck's wrong with Redacted? It's going cray-cray.
It's a family show.
So, anything else?
No, that's it. Let's get out of here.
No, I've got replaceables, bro. No
Why?
replaceables.
It's not even a... Look, it's not even a real replaceable. I can tell you that from now.
It is.
It's not.
Universal Soldier 1, Universal Soldier 2.
It's not replaceable.
It is. It's the same character.
It's a different character.
Who did it better?
It's a different character.
So that's the same character. Go to your internet.
Fact check this before I go any further. Did you check?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Because he played it for 2 films. And it's meant to be the original guy that's playing him.
Disagree.
Don't think it's John Spartan. John Spartan's Demolition Man, isn't it?
Yes. What am I looking for again?
Universal Soldier. Basically, the guy that replaced
Van Damme.
Van Damme was called Jeff Wincott. No, Wincott. And he replaced him for 2 films in a direct-to-video sequel. So, you had Universal Soldier 2 and Universal 3 Unfinished Business. Who played it better?
Are you sure it's the same guy?
Yeah. The good thing about number 3 is that Burt Reynolds is in it.
Is he?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, we had the Redux versions of it. So technically, he's been replaced, but then he replaced himself again, because you had Universal Soldier: The Return, which is technically the 4th film. Oh no, it's the 2nd film that Van Damme's been in. And it's the same character. Yes, I think it is.
Which one is?
I'm trying to think, because I know that the name only came into play.
No, he is in 2.
No, it's Matt Batter something.
You sure?
Yeah, because basically he plays the guy Luke Devereaux, who is the Matt Ballatiga. And basically the guy's called Luke Devereaux, whatever his name is.
I know I can
I've got it here. I've got it on IMDb.
I don't trust you though, man.
Luke Devereaux.
You lied about the other thing.
The return of Luke Devereaux and Veronica Roberts continue their attempts to expose the Universal Soldier Unit. So basically, Luke Devereaux got replaced by a guy called Matt blah blah blah. Not Matt blah blah blah. Let's get his name right. But basically, the guy's called Luke Devereaux, and he got replaced by... Now, controversially, the plot of this one was slightly better.
Of what, the second one?
The second one, but it's the star power. Produced brothers.
What was the second one about?
Huh?
What was the second one about?
The second one is just a continuation of it's just a continuation. Also,
yeah, but you said the story. You said it's better.
So basically, this guy, he produced Brothers, which is the film with what's it? Beat Takeshi, which also starred Natalie Portman in the female lead role, and then he appeared as an actor on 4 in 2011, which also starred Natalie Portman as the lead role. So I'm not sure if they're brethrens, but boy, that's how it worked out. Okay, I'm going to give you a filmography. All filmography. Actor. He's got 87 credits. Yeah, most of it is...
Guy's name, motherfucker.
Huh? Basically, Matt. That's his name. Matt Degalaraga or whatever. He plays Kurt Holtgate in episode 1 of NCI Los Angeles. He's also in Shark.
Shit.
He's in Shark. He's in 24. He's been in Pandemic, Holes and Ray, CSI Miami, Bones. He's been in On the Brink, What I Like About You, Queer as Folk, Tides of War, NCIS, Petty Officer Pocaro, Malcolm in the Middle, Half Past Dead he's in, 49 whatever the hell that is, Pendulum he's in, Charmed.
Fine, he is Luke Devereaux.
Yeah. So who played it better on the Replaceables? I've got a theme tune that I've been working on. This is the Replaceables. The Replaceables. It's when two people are not the same person, but then they have to be a same person that was someone before. The Replaceables. There you go.
The Drunk Shunt.
Drunk Shunt. Hashtag Drunk Shunt. Yeah, so who played it better?
Jean-Claude.
Jean-Claude. Okay, fine. That's the episode of The Replaceables. Anything from the mailbag?
No. Let's go.
Let's go. So we're going. We're done.
Yeah, we're not.
Okay, so this has been a good one. It's a good one.
We'll get some mailbag next week.
So I just got the one.
Okay,
Basically, it's kind of like a dig at you, Redacted. And it's not because I want people to slander you as such.
You do.
But this one says, why is it that Redacted doesn't want anybody to follow him, yet he's on other social media sites alongside Shunt? Shunt seems like the more reasonable person who likes to, have followers, but for some reason Redacted is just following people. Please discuss.
Well,
By Emily Shoebuckle. Thank you, Emily, for your question.
I was just about to get one in, sort of.
Okay, go. It's a lady.
Well, Miss Emily shoe buckle.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a true gorilla.
Oof. Oof. True
You would have
gorilla.
heard me explain this before.
Oh, that's low, sir.
Huh?
So you're now shunning people that don't believe in the wordplay of redacted. If you were really a fan, that's like dark, bro. But if you're really my fan, you'll be like, you know, blah 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 blah, and it would be fine. But yeah, it's fine.
That's pretty much. That's the card I'm playing.
That's dark, sir.
I go fuck.
So yeah,
It's been a dark day.
but yeah, let's diverge. I mean, like, because obviously I stopped you in your flow.
Yeah.
So if she was really a fan, what would she be doing?
Yeah, she would have heard already that I explained the answer to her question.
Okay, and what was that question?
What was the answer?
Yeah, the answer. I mean,
It was that I'm securing my name so other people don't steal it and start trying to be me on social media.
see, I think that's fair.
Exactly.
I think
I think it's fair.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, in regards to my response to that question, I did enjoy that question. However, you know, as I said before, it has to be for both of us. So the main reason why I'm following people, or not following, or being followed, is because, like most people on Instagram, I want to be really famous for no apparent reason.
And also, I'm following people because
You're not going to see my face.
I like
though.
their content.
I'm on audio. You have me on audio. It's like people that have my phone number, they can phone me, I can speak to them. You don't need FaceTime, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Not at the moment, anyway.
Fuck you and your FaceTime. It's not unnecessary.
Defo. And on that note, we're going to wrap up Real Dumb Shit. Please buy our t-shirts and merch from tpublic.com. Please follow any form of social media...
As in yours and mine?
Yeah.
Or just yours?
Ours. But it doesn't work in that context. I can't say, please follow ours. Tpublic, whatever. It's ours. It's like one of those collective nouns that you use in that context, sir. Please follow Wylion Real Dumb Shit's Tpublic account.
The reason why I asked question is because I've only seen redacted shirts. I mean, I've only seen Shunt shirts, that's why.
By the time this episode comes out, there will be redacted shirts.
Yeah.
I kid you not.
Alright.
Kid you not.
Alright. We believe you.
Yeah, there you go. On top of that, redacted, you have to come out with your own logo. What's your logo going to be?
It's just an off mic conversation, bro.
Off mic conversation.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Alright, cool. So yeah, please buy our t-shirts off of tpublic.com, as well as follow us on all the other bits and pieces. If there's any sort of questions that you guys have, please direct it to
your butts.
that's terrible. But on the real, you can like DM us on Wylion Peeps, or what's the other one? Redacted Shunt on Twitter. Anything that comes there, we'll probably respond to it in some shape or form. We'll try and be nice if they are precise. And just so you guys know the ramifications of the mailbag, the mailbag is questions that have to be directed to both me and redacted. Questions that are just one question and not sort of double up questions. So it's not a sort of like, what's your favourite thing and why? No. It's basically a question in regards to a thing that you find interesting, and that's it. And, you know, there's no stamped addressed envelopes that you have to send in. It's pretty fucking straightforward. And then, and obviously leave your name as well. Or handle, or whatever you do nowadays. Alright, we out. This is Real Dumb Shit. Later.